morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're from and what time you're doing it. This is Manish Rajendra of class 11 from St. Joseph CBSE.
This is Parthesh Nayak from class 11 St. Joseph CBSE. We are here to represent our projects which we have done. We have tried to show how ethical hacking works. Actually, people tell I got hacked, I lost this much money, my Wi-Fi got hacked, my Wi-Fi or someone else is using. So we are just here to represent how does it work. And we have used a thing called Raspberry Pi. So the Raspberry Pi can be used ethical, like in ethical way or non-ethical way. Non-ethical way is just a creative way, which my friend has done AI sign language detection that helps people to like what the sign language people use sign language. So they
We find it difficulty like understanding what they try to communicate with us. It's very hard for us. So actually what I made is a sign language detection programs which tells us like what they're trying to communicate with us. And my friend has done an ethical hacking demonstration.
So we have used operating system called Linux distribution of Raspberry OS 64-bit. So we have used that and we have represented how hacking actually works, and we have shown what is an actual Raspberry Pi. In our presentation, we have set up what's actual Raspberry, how much it costs, what are the users, advantages, disadvantages, how the technology works, and actually the presentation I have added just Raspberry Pi 2 and 3. Actually now Raspberry Pi 4 is out yet, but not quite popular. So we have used the 3B plus model, so it's considered a Raspberry Pi 3. As we know, using Raspberry Pi, non-ethical things can be done like creating cars, doing other sort of stuff like making different robots and things. But my friend has used Blix and made something else. So let me explain by himself.
So what I have done is actually a sign language detection program. I use the Raspberry Pi 20 as the main motherboard of my creation. So what I have done is I have actually downloaded the TensorFlow package from Google, which is actually a very powerful AI package which can be used to train models and be used in any hobbies programs for sign language detection, facial detection, voice detection, image detection also in live actually. So what we have done is that we are going to be seeing this.
Here is an ESP32 Wi-Fi module. This is a Wi-Fi module which actually emits 2.4 GHz rays and a 5 GHz bandwidth. And this is a Raspberry Pi we have used. So this has a HDMI port and AV output port and AX jack. And we have 4 USB ports, including an Ethernet cable and a power cable. So this board consists of 3 different type of ARM processors like Intel, AMD and the ARM processor. So it has an ARM processor which is not quite powerful as Intel, but does the job. So here we have tried connecting and making this as our own desktop. People use this for supercomputers, mining bitcoins at a lower level, and for daily use. This can replace when your computer, as it has a capacity of 8 GB RAM. It can boost up to 60 MHz. Including you can convert it into a NAS, you can convert it into a private VPN, you can use it for your own personal use for like clusters of computers. This has one more module that is C4 compute module that people use it for making a large disk like 20 terabytes, 30 terabytes of NAS storage. People use for that. So we have here we have used just for hacking things. So we'll just demonstrate. This is only for educational purpose. Please don't take it seriously. So, as they put on the IP address, we land on this web page where it shows scan the access point, like Wi-Fi access point, which is the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Let us see. So, before we start the attack, let us see. The victim's phone is connected to Redmi Note 10 Pro. That's the access point. As soon as we start the attack, the Wi-Fi is disconnected. So we can try to connect it. It shows connecting, gets disconnected. Shows connecting, gets disconnected. So let's see. After I stop the attack, let's try connecting. And it's connected. Okay. As you can see, this is done only for the exhibition purpose or the educational purpose. We can demonstrate only this many hacking tricks on this. We have so many others, but we can't. As we see here, this is based on a root file which is access denied because we have not given all the access to operate it on. If we give all the access, it will automatically jam all the Wi-Fi, start bunking the networks, change the IP address automatically, and it might lead to something that's not suitable. So we'll just stop it over here and go through all the attacks. Okay, social engineering tool. The social engineering tool is made for going through all the social media pages like Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and reporting tools. This is actually a very useful tool. People use it for debugging things. Like there is a crash in the website, so they debug it for the bounty hunters. They debug it. They tell this is the error to the company. So the bounty hunters get money for that. And the forensic tools, as I told, all the forensic people love this tool because it helps them to carve all the traces out, digital traces. Post-exploitation is the main tool, but it's very dangerous. If you don't know how to use it properly, it can even hack your own computer and leak out all the information. Sniff and spoofing, this is a minor tool but very powerful. As we can see, the attack which is represented over here, that attack actually traces more than 16 computers at a time so that you can get all your information from the victim. Exploiting tool, mainly like social engineering tool, people use it for extracting information from social media. It uses image recognition. As you upload an image, automatically it goes all over the social media, all over the servers, finds out like which photo matches, then gives you the answer. Reverse engineering, people know what's actually reverse engineering. Like hacker hacks into your server, so you reverse engineer him and find out who is the hacker and what's his location on the IP. Wireless attacks. So wireless attacks is based on actually for the Wi-Fi modules. So we are using a ESP32 right over here. So ESP32 can be used for Wi-Fi attacks like hacking into a smartphone, hacking into a tablet, laptop, which has all the vulnerabilities we can hack into it. Let's go for password attacks. Password attacks, as known, password attacks are used for cracking passwords. It can be a 16-digit password, 32-digit password. But they tell 32-digit password or 16-digit password takes millions of years to crack. But this does in few days. Database management, SQL map. Everyone knows packet injection. That's actually used for SQL. For that we need actually the network adapter that are not allowed to use. So we're just showing you how it looks. Web application analysis, used for tracking down the websites which are fake, which are real, which stores your credit card information, which does not. And the last two are vulnerabilities, like finding out what are the faults in the system, what are the loopholes that you can get into. Information gathering, this is a quite useful tool. It actually gathers all the information upon the details you are given. If you are given a person is 5 feet tall, is Asian, skin color, hair type, so it goes through the complete online based world and searches. If even it's in a game, even it's in a social media thing, or even it's in a legal document or thing, it finds for you, but it takes a lot of time and you should have a lot of patience for cracking it. And at the end, we have nothing else but Palenex actually offers us a good amount of graphic designings, multimedias, we can watch movies, we can do all the normal stuff, and what are the not normal stuff we can even do. So we close it over here and it's done. So as we know, Raspberry Pi can handle different kinds of software. It can be used for ethical hacking or non-ethical things. We can use it even for creative basis. People use to make clusters of computers like servers. People even use to make cars, robots, handle home automation like Alexa or Google. You can just download the scripts, put it in, it will work as the same. And we have made a thing That's called AI sign language detection that uses AI software to detect sign language. That's connected to a Raspberry Pi which takes all the load of the software and replicates it on the monitor.
As my friend told that he has used the Raspberry Pi in an ethical hacking way as a white hat hacker. Now I'll be demonstrating how to do it in a creative way. So what I have done is we actually know that we face difficulties trying to understand the deaf and dumb people as we don't understand what they're trying to communicate with us. So what I have done is actually a sign language detection program using the TensorFlow package, which is actually a machine learning and AI package given by Google. So what we can do is we can send photos for it to train and we get a model. Let me just show the model. This is the code I have used, Python. I'm using Python to create the model and train the model. To demonstrate the model, I am using HTML and JavaScript to create a web user interface for the user, so it will be easy and accessible for all the cross platforms. It can be used, it can be accessed through a phone, laptop, all the devices. So this is for creating a model, downloading TF models. This is a pre-trained models which we send to the Google company, and they give us a trained model. Let's copy the model. This is the trained model which we receive, and here we can see the HTML file which is being user accessible by the users to reach my AI sign language detection. And this is the code using OpenCV. We can actually create a user interface and using JavaScript also to create a user interface on the HTML. So here I have preloaded my model on the browser and you can actually see it working. I have programmed it actually for 5 signs, and these are the 5 signs which I have programmed it for. Hi, thank you, love you, yes and hey. We'll see it in demo working. Hi, hey, yes, love you, and thank you. I'll be explaining what is TensorFlow actually. TensorFlow is actually a package which is given by Google which helps common hobbyists and users for us to train our models and make our life easier. So what is neural networks? Neural networks actually, we give multiple images for training the model. The neural networks find similarities, like we ourselves label our images like this. We give for example, we give some 300 to 400 images of a cat and we label it as a cat. So what does the model do? The TensorFlow job is to actually find the similarities in all of them and learn it. And if I have one more file as dog and give it from 400 to 500 images, then it trains the similarities between all the breeds of dogs. It has the common ear shape, fine similarities, some tails. We can even go so complex as to have multiple breed detection also. Like this is like a beagle, this is a lap dog, this is a husky. For huskies, like the white color, the grey color, this thing. For a beagle, different things like that. So what it does is it finds similarities. It has multiple layers. So this actually, in multiple layers, as I told before, this can actually be also used in metros and many public places, for other use also, like wearing a mask, not wearing a mask. So during the pandemic, restrict access when the person is not wearing a mask also can be easily trained using neural networks.
This is a demo for mask and no mask. You can see I'm not wearing a mask now. So wear a mask. It shows I'm wearing a mask, even though the variable changes. I'm wearing a hood. If I remove no mask, mask.